Hi everybody, happy Friday. Hi Enchanted Moon. How are you? So, I wanted to come on live today. To talk about what's happening. It's happening. It's really excited. Exciting. I'm well, thank you. Doing well. I'm burning some Moldavite incense to call in some higher level energies. So I wanted to do a check-in because I'm just really feeling so inspired by this rally convoy that's happening in Canada. It's so amazing. And because Instagram, we are a global community, and hi Andy, hang on a second guys. I'm just gonna get my incense holder. So just calling in some cosmic energies and see what messages want to come in for this really pivotal moment in history. I feel like what's happening over in Canada is just beautiful. It's so inspiring. I'm so glad for all of them. I know a lot of the truckers from the States, from the United States, are headed to Canada. They're already there. It's just a really big moment. Canadians have been through so much, as have so many other countries and people all over the world. But especially Canada, being in the States, they're like our neighbors to the north. So if anyone from Canada jumps on or watches the replay, just know that I am here with you, standing beside you, and we really stand with you. So I wanted to look into some of the energies and just see what's coming out. We get message in a bottle. Yeah, I feel like this has been a really long time coming, and this is even me kind of sending a message to the people of Canada, of support. So I'm just wondering how that's feeling for you guys, if you've been following what's happening in Canada and what they're doing. It's big, and it's like nothing can stop this. So yeah, I wanted to look at some of the energies and just pull some cards. So just calling in the guides, call in spirit, the angels, Archangel Michael. I've been feeling a lot around this. Archangel Gabriel as well. So let's see what Spirit wants to say, because I know that they are headed up to Ottawa, to Parliament. So how's that going to go? Yeah, I've always seen Canada this way. Milk and honey is coming out. And being an American, always like thinking about Canada, like what the spirit of Canada meant to Americans. Like I always felt like the Canadian people were so lovely and like very peace loving, and that Canada was a place where there's so much land. It's so huge. They have a lot of resources. And just that's sort of the energy for me of what Canada always represented, like as a child growing up, as the land of milk and honey. And I feel like this is kind of the message that they're trying to relay to the world, is like they're better than where they're at right now. And this is sort of what they're trying to return to, is like prosperity for everyone, blessings for everyone, just being in abundance, being in joy. And that's kind of, the purpose of all of this, is to bring back the blessings for the people, the blessings of the land, the blessings for the people of this country, and also for the whole world. So I feel like they're really leaders right now. They're stepping up into their power and reclaiming their sovereignty, and they're doing that through this beautiful movement that's happening. And Yang, yeah, it's a fire that's lit under their bellies, in their bellies. Like, it's the fire returning, the inspiration returning, the drive, the driving force. And it's starting, you know, with the truckers. And at first it was about just, you know, the mandates for the truckers, but it's become so much bigger than that, where it's beautiful. It's the masculine energy. It's the driving force. It's movement. It's wanting change. And it's a number one. So that's amazing. Really amazing. Beautiful energies. Let's get one more and then we'll pull some tarot, because I'm definitely like wondering what's going to happen over the next 48 hours over there and how that's going to go for all of them. And then if anyone joins the live, and if you want a card or two pulled for yourself, I'd be happy to do that. And exchanging gifts. This is so beautiful, this message of exchanging gifts, because it's sort of like what everybody's doing for one another. There is this coming together that is happening in Canada. I've been watching some of the videos and I've been listening to some of the audio where there are all of these children, the energy of children, all of these children that, hi Marissa, all of the children that are leaving messages for the truckers, like thanking them, and the parents, and people are like in tears. There's so much emotion, and this is the spirit, I think, of Canada. Because like I was saying, growing up, you know, in the States, I grew up in New York. I had been to Montreal when I was a kid for a wedding. And I always felt that the Canadian people were so loving and such generous people, so kind of heart. And this is sort of what's happening. It's a big energy exchange within the country where there has been so much division. Now there's this unifying energy of people really coming together, you know, to restore this sort of abundance and this land of milk and honey, to restore that energy, to restore hope for people. And that's really what's happening. And it's all around this driving force, this beautiful yang energy, the driving force of these truckers and how brave they are. And it's where, you know, there's just going to be a lot of opening of conversation, of dialogue, hopefully of some of these mandates being lifted, and, you know, the government sort of releasing these people, you know, and then that can then create ripples and spread out to other parts of the world. So let's pull some tarot and see what messages want to come out. And if anyone has any you know, comments around how you feel about this, is it inspiring you? I'm feeling totally like revved up around this. So we get yes, amazing. So we get the 10 of Wands with the 5 of Swords and the Ace of Cups, and this is where the people have been at. And you know, this is, I'm reading into this because it's not just the States or Canada, it's everywhere. We're feeling this everywhere. You know, this heavy burden of oppression. It's like 10 times harder to do the normal things than it has been in the past. Just this heavy burden, and these people have been carrying such a heavy burden, and around that there's been so much fighting and so much harsh energy around all of this, and people fighting with one another and not being in a place of unifying, and you know, division. That's the word I'm looking for. Divisiveness, division. These are, you know, the forces that seek to control and to create division between the people, and it's been such a heavy burden. And this is where there's just this overflow of emotion, of love, love for country, love for humanity, love for the people, just love. It's so beautiful. And all of like the videos that I'm seeing, you have grown men crying, you know, literally like grown men crying because of the outpouring of love and support. So I think that's a big message, is where you can show support, even if it's just, you know, like liking a video, watching a video, opening up your heart to this, because I feel that the overflow of support is really what's sort of helping to drive this forward. For me, this is very healthy. This is like a healthy masculine. This is sacred masculine energy. This is sacred fire. It's a divine spark. And we get like the masculine and sort of the feminine there, the fire and the water, you know, the solar plexus of will and ambition and determination to create change, and, you know, blended with this beautiful heart energy, the Holy Grail. So this is definitely like it's a very important time, and also about exchanging gifts. So I'm feeling that this is also, again, where we can lend support, just like me coming on and making this video, reposting something, following the account, just showing, you know, that we stand together, unified, because it's bigger than just one country. And I feel that they're really leading the way. You know, right now, they're really leading the way for what can happen around other parts of the world. And I know that there's just been like all of these marches, even in the States, with the children's health defense and all of that. We get the King of Swords coming out. So this is Aquarius energy, and we are in Aquarius season. So that's really nice. We have the Aquarius new moon on the 2nd. So I'm also feeling like this is sort of like some kind of a ruling, you know, that's going to be happening. So let's see what happens with that, because it's in real time. And we got the Queen of Wands. So we're getting the masculine and the feminine here. King of Swords, Queen of Wands. So fire and air. Yes. I'm feeling like these are all the people that are standing up to speak. You know, these are going to be, there's going to be a lot of really strong voices that are coming to the forefront inside of this. And it's very passionate. It's also very fact driven. These are people really standing in their power, a king and a queen. Also, even just with the energy of Canada still being sort of connected to, you know, to the crown, if you will, because we're seeing the king and the queen come out. So really like standing their ground against some of the lower energies, just really the people really taking back their power. Yeah. So this is something that I think we have to hold space for. Prayers being really important is the Seven of Swords. So I've already sort of heard some of the narrative that's coming from the mainstream media around what this movement is, because those of you who are awake and aware and sort of like you're still watching this, you know that the media, they lie about everything. That's how they keep control. That's how they stay in power or try to stay in power, is through twisting the narrative. So I feel that this is going to be like our job as light workers, as keepers of the light, is to hold the most highest vibration of energy, because I feel that there's going to be, you know, some negative forces that are going to seek to sabotage this. So like being here, just lighting a candle for them, being in prayer, praying for this to be peaceful, for this to, you know, just stay in that energy of you know, positivity here, because I feel this is the mainstream media trying to spin the narrative that, you know, this is a bad movement. These are people who are trying to, you know, do harm or whatever. So I think that that's going to be really important. I was like really feeling that today. For those of you that do energy work, energy healing, you know, whether it's like gridding or, you know, quantum energy, quantum healing, to really be in a place where you're sending a lot of love and light and peace to this situation. Okay. And then we get the 9 of Swords. So yeah, because, you know, this is something that it's not happening for nothing. This is a country that has been really weighed down by these restrictions and mandates and control, like trying to see their way out of this. So this is a really important movement. And I feel like, you know, as citizens of the world, we really need to come together in support of one another right now. And that's why, like, I'm using my voice to speak up about this, to let everybody know, like, this is something that's important to me. And hopefully it feels important for you as well. All right, so let's get a few more messages. Let's see where this goes. So we get the 8 of Pentacles. And this is really, I feel like it's talking to our ability and our sort of right to be in a place where we have the freedom and the right to work, to build our lives, to, like, you know, do the things that that make us feel like we're contributing to society. This is like the people getting to work, you know, like being allowed to work, being not having to like ask for that. I was listening to like just a child's voice over a video, and this little boy was saying something like, you know, I just want to go to school and I want to play sports again. So it's just the right to life, the right to live, like these basic things that have been taken away from people under this authoritarian rule that is so wrong. And when you talk about the right side of history and what side of history do you want to be on, I know this. The High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck. So this is something that I know. I know that they're going to write about this in the future. 50 years from now, 100 years from now, the truth will be written about. These times are going to go down in history. These are such important times that we're living in. And so the element of the truth coming out and victory. So this is the light winning. This is the truth. The truth will trump all of this, the lies, the deception, the falsity, the false narrative, that the truth will prevail. It's coming out right over that 7 of Swords. So this is beautiful. The truth will prevail. What these people are doing right now, what all of you are doing as warriors of truth, warriors of light, is so important. This work is so important. And I know that this has come, it's coming from a place where there's nothing else to be done. You know, that it's been something that I'm seeing the parents being kept up at night. I'm seeing workers wondering if they stand up for themselves, like where this is going to lead, what their life is going to look like, what the future of their children and their children's children is going to look like. So the truth will prevail. This is so beautiful. We're seeing that the light wins. The truth is going to prevail. So I do feel, and we get 2 aces here. So we saw the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Swords, and in the center we had the 7 of Swords. So it's really this is such a beautiful energy of, just like I was saying, this overflow of emotion, this overflow of love for country. I can't tell you how many people, they are fire, those truckers, how many people I've seen just in the last 24 to 48 hours who are saying things like, I am proud to be a Canadian again. I feel so proud of my country. There's so many tears. There's such a release right now, a release of all of this burden, all of this dark night, this anxiety, this burden. So 2 aces, and in the center is the 7 of swords. So like I was saying, this is a call to light workers, energy workers, healers, just people who are connected to God, who connect to source energy, to pray over the next day for the truth to prevail, for love and truth to prevail, because the false narrative is going to be there, and it's going to seek to destroy this, right? So these are so much more powerful than this. You see that? I think that's kind of funny. I saw another video of one of the truckers, and he was saying that he has never in his life felt so close to God as he feels in this moment. And that for me was huge. And that this energy of being in this, will do anything to win, will say anything to win, this super deceptive, nasty energy is so not connected to the truth and to the power of who we really are. It's, the lie, and the lie is going to have to contend with the truth. So I'm seeing a really positive outcome over there. But, that's why I'm saying, like, we need to come together, for those of you that have been following this and watching this, and really pray for them over there, because they've got their work cut out for them. They've got their work. That man's message of, I have never felt closer to God than I feel right now. I mean, that's powerful. That's really powerful. And so let's get a few more messages. If anyone has like a question that they want to know about with regards to this, I can ask the cards that message. So I know, some of this, this is happening all over the world, just in different ways. Like Australia's really tried to make waves, and they haven't had the same sort of results that I think Canada's going to have. Canada's a big game changer. It's like, it's interesting because they almost like kind of took me by surprise, like, oh, okay, this is happening, like, and it's Canada. And like I said, Canada's always been this land of milk and honey. It's like, you don't hear a peep out of Canada most of the time. It's just sort of, they kind of hold that energy, and they're coming up as this great force of change makers. This is going to send out ripples through planet Earth. It's sending out ripples across planet Earth. So it's also, I feel like with this exchanging gifts, this is sort of, like what they're giving back to the world right now. It's a gift. It's a gift of sacred force, like sacred force. It's a gift of divine inspiration that they're having. And it's also a gift that they're giving to the rest of the world, because it's going to inspire other things. So let's see where else we go with this. Let's pull from the crystal deck and see where this is gonna go. I don't want to like bring in any kind of fear, but at the same time, I know how these forces, these dark forces operate, these tyrannical governments and forces. I know how they operate, and they're sneaky, and they, they're so deceptive. They're sneaky. you know, they fight back, and that's the thing. They don't just take it laying down. So let's see where we go with this. Beautiful. So we get Smoky Quartz, and I love that because Smoky Quartz is so powerful. The reason why quartz becomes smoky and gets that sort of brown color is because when it's in the earth, when it's forming, it's exposed to radiation. This is something that I learned recently. So it's exposed to radiation, and that gives it the smoky hue and the smoky color. And I guess it speaks about grounding. It's an earth energy, so it is very, very protective. So I'm feeling like this is also, this movement is protected. I know that they're what is he, Prime Minister of Canada, called these people, their fringe movement of few with dangerous ideas. So that's sort of this lie, right? That's part of this deception. I also heard there was a rumor that they were trying to spread that this movement was created by white supremacists, which again, it's like they will say and do anything to discredit what's happening. It's not a fringe movement. There are many. It's protected. And smoky quartz, like I said, it turns brown because it's exposed to radiation. So I'm feeling like this is, you know, what's been happening. People are fed up. They're saying it. You hear it all over. We're fed up. We're not going to take this anymore. We're not letting this happen. So this is also, I feel, you know, these people who are in these convoys, they are in their power. They are in their strength. They have truth on their side. And then here's like even the feminine energy. We're not getting the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Pentacles. We're getting the Queen of Wands. This is the feminine that will go to battle. She is the light warrior. She brings the light. So even the feminine energy is bringing the fire here. I love how this is showing where the masculine energy is just sitting with the sword of truth, you know? And so again, because we see the Ace of Swords, this is where I feel that this is going to be very successful, that they're going to get their point across in a big way. It's going to create change. And that's where we get convergence with chiastolite, so the spider web, and that is a lot of the lower energies being very archonic, draconian, if you will, where these are, you know, the citizens of the world. We're all a part of this. We're all, if this is the world, right, we are all a part of this. And this is where it's all coming together into this one moment. So even with next week, we have the new moon in Aquarius. We have the Chinese New Year, which is the year of the water tiger, the tiger. And we also have the pagan holiday of Imbolc. So that's Brigid, okay? The goddess Brigid. And Brigid does bring the flame. It's the light in the darkness. It's, you know, the return to light halfway through winter. So we're seeing sort of this would be Brigid here. And I know many Canadians have that sort of Celtic connection, right? Connected to the ancient Celts, Druids, all of that. And this is a 0 point here. It's a point of convergence. And it's blessed with that cross there in the middle. Again, very grounded. This comes up as the element of storm. So this is where earth, wind, fire, water, all of the elements come together. It is a time of massive transformation, massive change. So these energies are being grounded. There's protection around this. And the last card that we get is of Chrysocolla. So, and it says sacred sound. So this is the sacred sound of the people coming together and voices coming together as one. This is water energy, so connected into this Ace of Cups here. This is a beautiful time for creating harmony. I know that's one of the big things I've been hearing is the people of Canada talking about feeling unified once again. There's been so much division with people there, so much fighting, so much division, so many lies. So this is a time where they're going to really be building greater harmony. No matter what happens, no matter what the outcome is, I feel like this is a work in progress here. Because we're getting the 8 Pentacles, and that's where you repeat. So this is the start of something, and they're going to repeat this until it's complete. So, you know, rolling up the sleeves, getting the hands dirty, and I know that Canadians are not afraid of that. It's minus 20 degrees there. January, February, it's the coldest months of the year in Canada, and they're doing this now. So it's showing the strength of the people, because this is connected to the strength card, number 8. It's showing the strength of the people to, you know, to fight for what they believe in. This guy, he's torn, he's tattered, you know, he's not in his fancy clothes. He's not showing up all fancy. He's the worker. This is the average person in Canada. So it's also showing, you know, just the fortitude of the people of this country, that they will not go gently. And I feel that a lot of people were losing hope, really losing hope. And this is totally like reigniting the flame inside of the people. We see this flame here. This is the sun. This is a ball of fire that's being activated within the people. And I really do feel with the convergence that this is inspiring worldwide. Again, because I don't know about you guys, but growing up American, you know, I've always seen the Canadians as like, just like the nice people of the world, you know, like you guys are like the nice ones, you know, but this is where you're really inspiring the rest of the world. Like if you can do it, everyone can do it. And yup, at the bottom of the deck was Life Force with Ruby, and this is the perfect time. It's the perfect time that it's in alignment here. And it's also, you know, it's about courage. Again, the ruby, the root chakra. This is also do or die. I feel that that's another thing for Canadians. It's like, it's do or die, and it has to be done. So everything's coming together for them right now. Let's get them a guide, and then we will end the reading. So I'm using Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray, and let's just call in the energies and see what guides are with them right now. So who is guiding whoever watches this, so it'll also be for you as well. And then with regards to this movement, and just in the next couple of days, because it's crucial, you know, they're about to get to Ottawa and be in front of Parliament, so this is a really big deal. This is amazing. Wow, we get the drum. So this is powerful because Canada, like America, like Australia, so many other countries, sits on indigenous land. And especially with the Canadians, I think of Saskatchewan, Manitoba, all of, you know, those areas, the elders are coming in. The elders are coming in with the drum, sound and journey. It's the shamanic energy. It's bigger. There's things that are happening behind the scenes. I feel like these are all of the tribal people that are in ceremony right now. So I've been feeling that about holding some kind of just a personal sacred ceremony to ensure that this is not sabotaged. You know, because that's a thing. And I know that happened here in the States with January 6th of 2021 was sabotaged. So there are agent provocateurs and paid actors The elders are coming in, the tribes are coming in, and there's prayer, and they are there. So I think if anyone from Canada watches this, know that, that the elders, the tribes are coming in, they are holding sacred ceremony. And even the ancestors of that land, like I was saying, the first card out was the land of milk and honey. So this is a land that is blessed. It is a land that is meant to be free. The people that live there and inhabit this land have a right to their freedom, their sovereignty, abundance, good health, good fortune, all of that. So this is sort of the ancestors of the land, I feel like, rising up to meet Canadians. Yeah, you've been picking up on the ancestors as well. Yeah, it's there. It's really big. I'm hearing the drums, I'm definitely hearing the drums. And also, okay, I don't know why, if you ever saw Les Mis, that took place during the French Revolution, and I'm hearing that opening song and the closing song, do you hear the people sing? You know that song. Anyway, for those of you who know Les Mis, singing the songs of angry men, okay? So a revolution, and I was thinking about the word revolution today because the Truckers Convoy 2022, the official page, they posted a video where they had the Beatles song Revolution. And I was thinking about revolution, and when you break it up, it's re-evolution. It's re-evolving. It's, it's really simple. So we got the Mirror Guardian of take time to reflect. And just to honor Kyle Gray and his message, I think that we'll actually read from this because this is a guardian that's coming in. So I think we'll actually read from this one just to see what the message is. So, okay. It's about spiritual strength, and I feel, yes. So this is really an important message, and I think that this is humanity being sort of inside of this control matrix for the past, since the fall of Atlantis, really. So we could go back 15,000, 20,000 years, but especially in the last 2,000 years, how with this web, we have to take responsibility for some of this, for allowing this, perhaps taking things for granted, taking freedoms for granted, that the mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by the world. And so as our core beliefs change and as we're able to see through the deception and the illusion, then, yeah, good, Soli. That we are the ones that are able to change what the world around us looks like. So right now, it feels like there's a clash between what the world around us looks like in many cases, in almost every country, versus what our core beliefs are on the inside, and how there is this disconnect. So it is a time for change because of that, because our core beliefs are so obvious now, and that there's such an obvious misalignment of the world around us versus what we believe to be true. There has to be change. And I know that not everybody is there yet. And I know that many people are still wanting to believe the lies. They're, believing what mainstream media, who in my opinion is the enemy of the people, is the true enemy of humanity. And there are still people who are not awake to it. But we are many, and we are here to... That's why my voice is important for those of you, that are feeling this call this year to speak up, to have your voice be heard, to show support. Show the support. I know it's hard. I know for some of you, you have things to lose. There's, you know, judgment from other people, judgment from society. You may lose a job or friends or whatever. So I get it. But this is, you know, we have to like really look in the mirror at where we've allowed this, and also where we were duped, and also where like we're asking, how did this happen? So anyway, all right, so let's see what else. Your angels are guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note of all your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. And I feel like this is what's happening, like even with the truckers. They're like, don't you realize we're the backbone of society? Without us, you have nothing. You have no food. You have no medical supplies. You have no oil. You have no gas. Like, you need us. So I feel like that this is them really coming into their power. And it's really just that simple. King of Swords. It really is just that simple. So reflecting upon your strengths, and particularly your strengths that really haven't felt acknowledged. So, and this may apply to you in your personal life, who is not acknowledging your strengths, who is and who isn't, where your strengths are acknowledged, where they aren't, and offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to do so as well. So looking in that mirror, give yourself credit. Give yourself credit. And I feel like as a country, this is Canada really coming into its power. I'm really excited for them. Because like I said, it's going to send off like inside of this web. I've seen this as like fiber optics here. It's the earth grid. It's all of the ley lines around the earth. And so everything being connected, everything being one, we really are all one here. And so what one country does, they're doing for others. What one person does, your small contribution, you are doing for others. That's this exchanging gifts. You know, that's what this is about, exchanging gifts. That's what this Ace of Cups is about. This isn't, you know, these are, this is emotions of all kinds. It's joy, it's tears, it's sorrow, it's grief, it's excitement, it's dreams, it's wishes, you know, it's even all of the fears. It's a giant outpouring and release of all of that. So what they are doing for us too, you know, here, even in the States, because, we have our movements, sure. Americans are tough, but also Americans have also laid down, and you know, and we're in division too. And so I feel like it's just beautiful. I don't know. How are you guys feeling? So all right, let's get one last card from the unicorns. Let's see what the unicorns want us to know. Manifestation. Focus on a vision beyond yourself, and your unicorn will help you. And that's what they're doing. It's a vision beyond them. It's bigger, you know, it's about the collective. That's this Aquarius, the Aquarius new moon, you know, for planting new seeds about how we can come together collectively to create change, to have our vision be something that anchors here. You know, this earth energy of Smoky Quartz that gets anchored, where it's actually something that is tangible, that can be seen, that can be felt, that lasts. And I love this because it's sort of like there's a picture up here, and it's a picture of family. It's a teacher with students. It's a nod to the children. So I think that that's a huge message. All of the moments where I was sort of crying this morning and last night was around the voices of the children. You know, the future generations and what their lives are going to look like, and what's going to be written in the books, and what side of history you're on. and I'm on. I know what side of history I'm on. I know it's the right side. And that's why I posted that one video of that guy who was saying, I know I'm on the right side of history. That is the truth. That is absolutely the truth. And also with Aquarius energy on its lower vibration, this can be sort of the lie around you have to do what's best for everybody else. It's not just about you. It's about doing what's best for other people. So it's also like on the flip side of Aquarius is Leo, and that's more about the self, you know, self-expression. So where we draw the line, right? And where the people with the same vision are coming together, breaking through the illusion to create change. That actually is the truth about where the collective wants to go in the future and what we want to our world to look like, this land of milk and honey. There's no reason why we shouldn't have this. There's no reason why people shouldn't be free. Everything else is a lie, and everything else is a distraction, and, you know, and is a load of BS. So, does anyone want a card pulled? Do you have like more of a specific question? Should we look into the energy of where this is going to go with regards to their government there? Let's get a few cards about that. Okay, I see a celebration. I see them not wanting them to celebrate. Ooh. Yeah. So I'm seeing celebration, and I'm seeing the power of community. You know, the power of... Oh yeah, he's faking sick. I know. So yeah, he, this would be his energy, you know, of, trying to hold on to control, trying to keep, you know, his country in this place. It's interesting because even with the heart and the swords through it, I think of, so, like the crown, like if we saw the crown here, I don't know, the sacred heart, So this is like the sacred heart of his kingdom, if you will, right? And really trying to control it, trying to keep control. Like it's not doing a very good job because he's not coming up as the emperor. This is a number 4, right? 4 of Pentacles. The emperor is the major arcana of 4. So he's in a lower energy. He's not in his power, but this would be like a nod to the emperor, just trying to hold on to control. I'm seeing celebration here. So let's get a few more cards because for me, this is the collective energy, number 3 with the Empress and manifestation, raising a glass, being with, you know, this is tribe coming together, and he's trying to hold on to control and keep people in this place of, you know, sorrow and anguish. What else for him? We get the Knight of Swords. So you know, this is that aggressive energy with that 7 of Swords, with the 5 of Swords. So he is, you know, he's going to keep it, he's going to keep the vibration low. I don't see him, you know, you're dealing with the energies of a King of Swords and a Knight of Swords. So he's going to hit low. That's the message I'm getting. He's going to hit low. He's going to hit below the belt. But, and we get strength, so very much in his own ego. Let's see if he, sure, my friend. But let's see if anything happens with that. You know, is he going to have a moment where is he going to come around? Is he going to give his people what they want? Is he going to loosen these mandates? Is he going to listen? The Knight of Swords doesn't listen very well. We get Justice. So this may be something that goes higher than him. I don't know their governmental structure as much as I do the states. But it may go to the higher courts. and there were too many cards that came out here, but I'll show you. Two of them was death with the 8 of Wands. So yes, this is, if I'm seeing this correctly, it's the death of the old, of what's been happening, with positive news, positive energy, progress, forward movement. So this would be good luck. I did see the Knight of Pentacles with the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. And the 10 of Cups. So this is really, really positive. It may take a little time. Like I was seeing with that 8 of Pentacles, this may be something that, may be the beginning. I feel like it's some type of huge beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it's really powerful. It's going to take some more work. It's going to take more coming together, and it's leading to that rainbow there. So freedom and love and unity and family. And this is, all of this is the beautiful country that we know Canada for being, with the King of Cups. There may be a new ruler. There may be a new prime minister even. That may be something that happens, a changeover of power for them. He reports to the Queen of England, and she better be... Oh, Emily, I love you. So this may be an event. My battery is going to die. An eventual changeover of power. So, but here's justice, and there's an end to something with death. So I feel like it's going to be... I feel like Canada is really going to lead the way for the rest of the world right now, which is so fascinating. Like, didn't see that one coming. So, yeah, maybe time to look at booking a trip to Canada over the summer and give them some of our tourism dollars, whatever. And we'll see what happens. This is a potential timeline here. I'm feeling it. I feel so inspired right now, and it's returning a lot of hope to me. We've had an interesting start to January, all of these retrogrades with Mercury and Venus, where it's just felt like, okay, can the new year start? But we're getting into it. The planets are going forward, and Mars and Venus are doing a nice little dance. So a beautiful balance of the masculine and feminine. And we saw that with the King of Swords, now King of Cups, and the Divine Feminine in her Queen of Wands. So a beautiful dance of Venus and Mars. And, we're still dealing with a lot of this Capricorn energy. Pluto in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn, and they're meeting up, and there's going to be a lot happening with that. And then the Year of the Tiger. So my friend in the UK wanted a card, so I'm going to pull him a card. That would be awesome, Emily. That would be, come on. It's like, really? So Divine Engineering in the UK. Nice, my friends. We get the warrior energy for you. This kind of reminds me of you. With like your hair, you have that sort of warrior-like energy with your hair. It's very not Viking, but like something like that. So being in your power right now, be fearless, stand strong. You're getting the crow. So about omens and messages coming to you. And, just keep doing your release work, release things from the past right now, courage and strength to do that. But when the raven comes in, it's about omens and messages. So pay attention. There may be something coming, some messages coming in of things that need to go bye-bye. And the arrow, okay? So we get the arrow with the warrior about, I'm feeling like this is really focused intent, where you aim your arrow. Beautiful. And let's, I'm going to get you an animal card. I have this animal deck pulled out and get you an animal card. Do you have tattoos? You might be getting a new tattoo. Nice. This is the water energy coming in for you with the electric eel. So this is always very powerful when I see the eel, because it's like a spark of inspiration. It's electricity, bringing your ideas to life. It's number 24. So that's a 6, which 2022 is a 6 year. So a year of a lot of inspiration, you know, being fearless inside of that inspiration. This is you as a warrior of light, a warrior of truth. That's really, really, really you. Get your arrow ready, direct it where it needs to go. And not yet. I don't know, maybe some tribal tattoos for you, my friend. But anyway, it's also, I feel like this has been you in a past life. Like you have a sort of druid type energy to you, or I don't, it's all that sacred knowledge that you have. So keep bringing your ideas to life. Keep, you know, it's very inspirational. It's electric. All right, you guys, so I have to wrap it up because my phone's going to die. I love this. I'm going to end with this. For Canada, this goes with that land of milk and honey. And I was watching some of the small family farmers, and they're like, we just want to feed people. And so there's blessings for all of you in Canada. As Sasha Stone says, you are the daughters and sons of the living soil. And that's what we all are as children of God. The daughters and sons of the living earth, the living soil. So there are blessings for the people of Canada. It says count your blessings and the good in your life will multiply. Like the animals, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom are all going to remember you freedom fighters, because what you're doing is for this. It's really beautiful. It's really powerful. It's a number 3 connected to Divine Mother, the Holy Trinity, Father, Daughter, or Mother, Father, God, you know, just the beautiful, beautiful energy. It's really a powerful time for the world. And I love that Canada is doing this for all of us. It's not just them. So support them. Let them know that you support them. Make a quick video. I don't know, whatever you feel inspired to do. All right, you guys, happy Friday. I hope that you have a beautiful weekend. I will probably see you again before the weekend's over, because I want to do another check-in around all of this. So love and light. Take good care. Bye. You too.